Hello everyone, you are all welcome to lecture number 743, and today's topic is the structural determination of nicotine. In previous lectures, we have already discussed about the tobacco alkaloid, and your nicotine is one of the tobacco alkaloid, or we can say it is one of the most important tobacco alkaloid, that is called nicotine, and its formula is C10H14N2. It contains one pyridine nucleus and other one is pyrrole, and we have to establish on the basis of reactions that how these are linked together, and it's a reaction on the basis of oxidation, degradation we will be discussing. And this nicotine is isolated by the water extract of tobacco leaf, and once it is extracted with water, you know that all these alkaloids, they are associated with either citric acid or malic acid in the plant material, and once alkali is added, in presence of alkali, the nicotine is liberated, and once it is liberated, then on the basis of either fractional distillation or by steam distillation, nicotine oily material is purified. Nicotine is having boiling point around 265 degrees centigrade. It is less soluble in water, but it is highly soluble in organic solvents like alcohol, chloroform, benzene, petroleum, ether, and it is oily liquid, and it is colorless actually. But once it is exposed to air and oxygen, it is oxidized and its color is changed to yellows, light yellow color. It is highly toxic and it is having unpleasant smell. And you know this, all these alkaloids like nicotine, they are stimulant and toxic, especially the nicotine is stimulant as well as toxic. And nowadays, nicotine is widely used in medicine, in pharmaceutical industries, after converting it into nicotinic acid. And that nicotinic acid is a very good component or drug to dilate the arteries and veins. And if you have any red eye, if it is given the nicotinic acid, it can drastically reduce that redness. And also a lot of other pharmaceutical uses are there as a stimulant. And now some latest research papers, publications, they are indicating that it is a good stimulant and it can be used for some as a stimulating agent in some of the preparations. There are different type of derivatives where they are adding the nicotine to work as a stimulant. When nicotine is treated with hydrochloric acid, it gives nicotine dihydrochloride, that is C10H14N2 to HCl. And once it is treated with methyl iodide, it is converted into nicotine dimethyl iodide. Once it is subjected to oxidation, that is in presence of either chromic acid or potassium permanganate, it is converted into nicotinic acid. And in presence of bromine, that is when it is subjected to bromination, it is converted into dibromide. And this nicotine is containing tertiary amine. And all these reactions I am going to give one by one to establish the structure. So here the structure determination of nicotine, and it is C10H14N2, and these three possible structures are there. It is written here. One is this, where benzene ring is attached with side chain. That side chain is C5H10N. The second one, pyridine nucleus, and the side chain is C4H7N, and very clearly methyl group is there, which is attached to nitrogen. And the third one, where pyridine nucleus, and along with pyridine nucleus there is pyrrole nucleus, and with pyrrole nitrogen is there, and where CH3 is linked. So actually this is very clear, more clear structure of nicotine. In all the books, these three possible structures are given, but to me the most clear one is this one, where very clear structure is given, that it contains 2 ring, one 6-member pyridine ring, and other one is 5-member pyrrole ring. The structure of nicotine molecular formula is C10H14N2 number 1. It is most important tobacco alkaloid. We have already discussed all this, so I am just reminding. We know that nicotine is one of the most important tobacco alkaloid, and that found in the plant name is, botanical name is Nicotiana, and it belongs to Solanaceae family. It usually occurs in the form of its salt, and it is combined with 2 acids mainly. One is called citric acid and other one is called malic acid. Number 2, the powdered tobacco leaves are extracted with water, and the alkaloid, that is nicotine, is liberated by adding alkali, and then it is subjected to steam distillation, and with this steam distillation, this process, we can obtain the crude nicotine. In this way the crude nicotine is isolated, and the crude nicotine is purified by fractional distillation. In this way we will get the oily nicotine in liquid form, and the purified by fractional distillation in this form, we will get its oxalate salt, and it is colorless oil. Boiling point at room temperature is 265 degrees centigrade. Number 3 point, it has characteristic unpleasant smell, odor, and it turns brown rapidly on exposure to air. It is slightly soluble in water, but it is highly soluble in organic solvents like chloroform, methanol, and acetone. So number 4, it is very poisonous, and even 50 milligram is fatal for human being, and it is diacidic base forming crystalline salt known as nicotine dihydrochloride, that is C10H14 N2 2HCl. It forms dimethionide on treatment with methyl iodide. And number 5, it is tertiary base because it forms dimethyl iodide and it contains NCH2 group. Number 6, on oxidation with chromic acid or potassium permanganate. These two are powerful oxidizing agent. It gives nicotinic acid. When nicotinic zinc chloride is distilled, we get pyridine, pyrrole, and methylamine. So once this nicotine zinc chloride is distilled, we are getting these 3 products. One is pyridine, other one is pyrrole, and the third one is methylamine. And this reaction confirms that it contains these 3 nucleus. One is pyridine nucleus, second one is pyrrole nucleus, and third one is methylamine. And this reaction suggests that there is pyrrole and pyridine rings in the nicotine molecule. and this pyrrole ring may be the part of the side chain. Number 7. When nicotine is treated with bromine, that is when it is subjected to bromination, it forms dibromonicotine, and that dibromonicotine, that is C10H8N2Br2. When this dibromide derivative is heated with barium hydroxide, that is BaOH twice, the solution, it gives nicotinic acid, methylamine, and malonic acid. So once it is treated with barium hydroxide solution, it gives these 3 products, and these 3 products are that is nicotinic acid, and methylamine, and malonic acid. The formation of malonic acid, which contains 3 carbon atoms, shows that 1 carbon atom is from COH group, and this is end carbon of nicotinic acid, and this is only possible when N-methyl pyrrole is linked to pyridine nucleus. So this malonic acid formation, which contains 3 carbon, is only possible when the pyridine is containing pyrrole nucleus, which is linked. On the basis of these reactions, the structure of nicotine is given as follow here. One 6-member nitrogen containing aromatic ring, that is pyridine. Other one is with N-methyl group, and 5-member pyrrole ring. So on the basis of these reactions, it is very clear that nicotine C10H14N2 is containing 2 rings. One is aromatic 6-member with nitrogen, that is called pyridine ring, and other one is with nitrogen and containing methyl group, pyrrole ring as a side chain. So here, with this, your nicotine or tobacco alkaloid is over, and I will continue. There are lot of alkaloids, different type of alkaloids on the basis of different type of nitrogenous nucleus, and I have already given the structure, and I will be discussing one by one. First, their isolation from natural sources, and I will just determine the structure of few important nicotines. Once again, thank you very much for watching the lecture.